Welcome back to French Cooking with Chef Brett Heath. I'm Chef Brett Heath, and the purpose of this channel is we like to take traditional French recipes and we like to put a home-style twist on them to where they're just as delicious, but still keeping with honoring the tradition of the recipe. And I'm so excited to share with you what we have for you this week. Alright, the recipe we have for you today is going to be seared scallops with a French-style orange wine sauce. And some of the key ingredients that you're going to need is you're going to need about 2 tablespoons of sugar. You're going to need a couple cardamons. You're going to need 1/3 cup of orange juice and about a half cup of white cooking wine. Let's get started. The first part of this recipe is the orange sauce, the orange wine sauce, and it's absolutely delicious. And I want to take you through step by step on how to make this sauce. The flavor is immaculate, but it's so simple to make. That's what makes it so amazing. And the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a nice hot pan. And then you're going to put the sugar in first, about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put that in there. And now after the sugar, the next thing you want to put in is your 1/3 cup of white cooking wine. Put that in there. And make sure after the sugar goes in, you go ahead and turn it up to about medium to high heat because you really want that to start to kind of fizzle. Now once that wine begins to sizzle and start to reduce down just a little bit, now you can go ahead and add your orange juice. Put that down. And you'll turn it down to about medium heat. And the next thing you want to add will be your cardamons, which what that is basically those are little seeds that are very sweet, and they go really well with this because to me they almost taste a little bit like orange. Now once it's had time to reduce down, it's not going to be super thick because you don't want it overly thick, but you want it thick enough to where it'll be able to cover the scallop. So something along this line. Give it a quick stir, and once that's ready to go, now we strain. Now once you've strained the sauce, go ahead and put it back in your pan and just turn it down to low, maybe almost off. So it'll stay warm while you're cooking the scallops. Because when you cook the scallops, they won't take very long to cook. Alright, now the next part is cooking your scallops. Now the one thing you want to know about a scallop is the drier it is, the better sear you're going to get on it. And one of the best ways to get that sear on it, after you dry it off real quick, or you can put a little bit of kosher or sea salt on there, and that salt will absorb it. And now the next step is, once you've got all that, you want to put some oil in a very hot pan. And then you can go ahead and season the first part of your scallops. What I like to do is a little salt and pepper. You can add a little garlic also if you like. Season that first side. Go ahead and put them in there. And when you hear that sizzle, that's what you're looking for. Now scallops do not take very long to cook. They cook for about 2 or 3 minutes each on each side. Put a little more salt on the other side. A little bit of pepper. One of the best things about scallops also is you add a little bit of butter. Now the butter that I'm going to be using is something called Maitre D' Hotel butter. It's a French style butter. Now, once you have a really good sear on both sides, then we're going to go ahead and move on to the plate. Now, once the scallops are done, if you want to do something that'll make the presentation really kind of pop, you can use parsley or arugula. And you just take each one of your scallops, you put them kind of around each part of the parsley. And once that's done, go ahead and just put a touch of our orange sauce on there. And then voila. Well, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And the one thing I want to leave you with is remember, the most important ingredients when it comes to cooking is love and passion. Have a great day. God bless.